of your machine, you have 3 other bags of saline with varying amounts of fluid in them. Those will be today's solutions. In practice, however, whatever the doctor has ordered is what you're going to hang from the machine. We're using saline because it's cheaper. Okay, makes sense? So, like I've been saying all along, all of those saline bags have the spikes already in them. All of those bags have caps on them. Best practice for today is to turn that bag upside down, take the cap off, attach your line, and then flip it right side up. All right? I get the caps back because I refill those bags at the end of every day so that we don't have to have new bags every day. All right? This is going to be a group project, so everybody's going to prepare and connect your solutions. It's just connecting lines. Make sense? Highlight your first bullet. It tells us to route the lines through the tubing guides, and the machine shows you where those tubing guides are. I actually skip this step when we're in class because I want you to have more play with the lines. So move on to the second bullet. It wants us to connect our access effluent Y line to a priming bag. Those are those 2 really full bags on the side of your machine. So you're going to take that Y, you're going to take the bag off, turn it upside down, take the cap off, connect the line, flip it right side up, and hang it on the hook. And I get the caps. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, next bullet. Your picture changed. It tells us to connect our pre-blood pump, which is the PVP. Picture shows that's your white line. So you're going to pull that white scale out. 3 hooks, 3 holes, just like last time. Find a bag of saline, don't care which one. Find your white line. Turn that bag upside down, take the cap off, connect your line, hang it on the center hook. Close your scale. Keep on rolling.
Connect the LC line.
You should have had a cap, otherwise it would have been leaking all over the place.
It didn't have a cap.
Otherwise it would be leaking. It has to have a cap. All right? Green. So now we're moving on to the green dialysate scale. Same thing. Take a bag, put it upside down, take the cap off. Attach your line, hang it on the center hook, close the scale.
So where do we get these? Will these be attached
Those
in the
will be
bag?
attached on your lines. That's why I brought that package out so you could see.
I'm not doing the video. Oh, my nails
All right, you're moving on.
Purple.
Connect your purple. Yeah. That's your replacement line. So you pull that purple scale all the way out.
She's doing the video. So you watch it at home.
Oh.
Take the last bag, turn it upside down. Hang your bag on the center hook. Close the scale.
Is there?
All right? Thank you. And your last one tells you to connect your return line. Which line's your return line? Blue. Blue. So that blue in practice, if it were still in a package, that blue would have a cap to it, and your bag would have a cap to it. You would take both caps off, maintain sterility, and connect them. You would maintain sterility. Everybody get that? Where does it show?
Oh, it's
Okay. What's up, guys? What's the question?
I thought it goes to the patient.
yeah, I thought so.
It's a return line. Why is it in there?
That nurses have with this machine. In that, why am I putting my blue line on here if I'm going to put it to my patient? And where am I going to put my solution? And where am I going to do this? And where am I going to do that? This machine was designed by engineers. And I love engineers. My son-in-law is an engineer. I love him to death. But if any of you know engineers, they are very slow and methodical. We're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this. Nurses are 45 steps ahead, and that engineer's still going, we're okay. We're doing this and this. And look what comes up next. It is time for my syringe. On the bottom of your machine, you have a syringe. But before we go grabbing it and getting all excited,
she grabbed it already.
I want you to look in that white bar. All right?
Warning.
Look where it says allowed syringe. If this said anything other than a BD-20, the cursing, if this said on your machine anything other than BD-20, the cursing would begin. Because what you would have to do is you would have to cancel this screen. That would take you back into your solution screen. You would then have to remove all the solutions from the scales and cancel that screen. That would take you back into the load, unload screen. You would have to unload your machine. Take everything off. Then you would have to turn your machine off, turn your machine back on, go into custom mode, and fix it.
You're right, I work hard for it.
Take it from somebody that has done much cursing on this screen to open the plunger clamp latch. So that's that bottom piece. That's what your picture shows. Pull it away from the machine. All right?
Now pull.
Did you pull it away from the machine?
Yeah.
Okay. There are more instructions on that first bullet. What else does it tell us to do? No? Sorry. We're still at the first one.
Press auto down.
Press auto down. Anytime you see something in all capital letters, it's got a soft key. Press that auto down key, and that syringe pump arm is dropping down.
Everybody's like, ooh. We're like at the strip.
That's auto.
Also on that screen, it says remove syringe if already attached. That's because this is the same instructions you're going to follow if we're changing out the syringe. All right? Highlight your second bullet. Free the syringe line from the outermost clip. So all that means is that when we package them, that tubing is right next close to the machine. That's already been pulled out yesterday, and then it tells you to connect your syringe. Now, all of those syringes should still be in your hands because we have not moved on. Highlight your next bullet. Place the syringe in the holder. Wings in the syringe holder slot. Okay?
Auto.
All right?
Auto.
So wait 1 second. Let me give you a little helpful hint on this one. You will know that you've done that correctly. Please grab the barrel of your syringe, that's where the fluid is, and try to move your syringe up and down. Does it move up and down? No, then it is in the right way. All right? That's one of the biggest things that nurses have.
Not plunger.
So the margins need to be out. You're an ICU nurse. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to see how much.
It doesn't matter for the machine, but I know it matters for your OCD.
There you go.
All right? Press auto up. You've got another soft key.
We're all like laughing.
All right.
Are we thinking the same?
I never should have designed it.
It perhaps just a little bit
And
the
that
bubble.
last bullet,
Exactly.
your last bullet, my friends.
Close plunger clamp.
Close plunger clamp latch.
Not quick.
Wings on the bottom.
And press continue.
Make sure you use the syringe while there's slot.
That's why I said press pull it.
Okay, we can confirm, right?
Yeah.
Press continue. All right?
Confirm, right?
Confirm.
Now, the machine's going to do a double check. Because it's a medication, it wants to know, are your syringe wings secured in the holder slot? Is the syringe line unclamped? And is that plunger clamp latch closed? If all of those three don't happen, and you were ordered heparin, if they weren't done, the machine's not going to be able to. That's why it's doing a double check. Okay? If you can verify all three, then press confirm. You guys just sit there for a second. Let us catch up. So
Press.
confirm.
No,
All right?
confirm.
Confirm. And now, in that white bar, more information tells us that we need 2 liters of prime. The allowed syringe brand and size is a BD20. Make sure to unclamp any clamp lines. Well, you pulled it out of the package unclamped. You should have left it unclamped. We would verify that all our connections are tight and secure while it's still in the packaging. Okay, that way nothing falls on the floor. Now you've got 2 choices on this screen. There's a prime and a prime plus test. There are some facilities that like to over-prime their circuits. They can only pick prime. Here at Valley, we're going to do a 2-liter prime, so we're accepting the default on the machine. So we're going to press prime plus test. Okay?
She didn't tell us to.
I don't think so, because we're
Did
just
it tell you
prime.
to?
No.
it didn't. Oh, yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, that drawing, that last one.
So let's go back here, see if we can get there.
Oh,
So we're
no.
confirm, we're going to continue. Place it, freeze it in a minute.
The next
Anna sound.
Okay.
Again.
So what now? Auto down?
Auto down,
No.
I guess. Close. Press the last one. The last one.
What?
See what it does.
Oh, this one.
Okay. And then.
Okay, so we did it all? So unfortunately, yeah, you got to go through everything again, so that means you got to pull this open.
Ay, ay, ay.
Come on back to me a minute. It tells us you've got a scale open. Which scale is it? Look on your machine.
Yellow.
Look on your machine and close it. Which line is it?
Yellow.
All right. Is that scale open? Is it locked in place?
There you
Now
go.
it is. Press continue.
Malfunction.
Now it's
This one?
angry.
That one.
So mute is your best friend. Now, what does it tell you to do?
Open and close the efficient close. Press reset.
So open that scale, pull it all the way out till it locks in place, then close it. And then what does it tell you to do? Retest.
Retest.
Now I bet it's happy. All right? So, if you haven't followed the directions, Prismaflex is going to yell at you. Okay? Plain and simple. All right? Now, it says that our priming's complete in 7-8 minutes. We are in our first prime. Cycle 1 of 2 is in progress. The next intervention will be in either 3 or 5 minutes. That'll be changing out your bag. And then the machine's going to do its prime test after it's done priming. All right? If we were in practice, what you would be doing right now is checking that access, making sure it works. All right?
Check your orders.
But before you do that, I want you to go to your charge nurses, your physicians, anybody that has something to say about your patient, and say, hey, I'm getting ready to start CRT in my room. That's usually enough of a clue for your physicians to go, oh, you're doing that now. I really need that stat head, chest, abdomen, pelvis, CT scan. If that's what you hear, then tell them to get that test done now. The reason why it's so important is for what I was asked when we were still in the room. Immediately after the machine has gone through priming, and prime test, the patient needs connected into therapy. So no lag times. The reason for that is because what's going on in priming is we're actually rinsing the sterilant that we use into your effluent bag. The sterilant that we use is a gas called ethylene oxide. Ethylene oxide is a powerful vasodilator. For that reason, immediately after priming and prime test, the patient has to go into therapy. If that can't happen, if something goes wrong and we can't put that patient into therapy, we're going to get a point of no return on this machine, and I'm going to let you know where that's at. If we're not ready to go into therapy, we're going to let the machine sit on that screen and then take the patient for the test. When they come back, we'll reprime the circuit. Okay? Making sense so far? All right? We good?
Yes.
So if we had everything hooked up, but we hadn't pushed the prime yet, and then we had to go for a test, could we just wait, or is it just?
You could.
Okay.
Okay? All right? Any other questions? Is it making sense? Yes, no, maybe so?